Hey, we are here with some red in tooth and claw, and I hastily put together 4-person overlays because Chad could not make it last minute, but we are going to play some red in tooth and claw. I think we have decided that Chad's character will be unconscious, or at least in a non-responsive state. As Josh was joking beforehand with his players, he often just makes them into computer NPCs where they just kind of like clip into walls and say one line over and over again. So we'll just have him be like, Mandalorians in the corner, keep doing this over and over again. So let's do some quick beliefs and jump right into it, shall we? Eloin, let's start with you this time.
Sure. A good pilot has connections in every planet. I will make a new ally. Don't think I'm going to get to that this session, but
you could try to make the pirates an ally.
Probably not. I think that's what got them into this mess. The Mandalorians are a threat to the peace of the Republic. We must inform the Jedi Order of the attack. I'm working on it. Mm-hmm. And a ship is an important extension of a pilot. I'll ensure the repairs on my ship will be sustainable. Also, still working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Instincts always tell the truth. Always know where my ship is located. If I think someone is suspicious, I will trail them.
Very cool. You don't have to read everything. Jin.
Yo, okay.
We still good on yours? I don't know if you took a look at them yet.
I think so. It's like Jedi Order is beginning to lose its way. Once we are farther from the throne of war, I want to find a Padawan to correct this. So, working on that. Warlords of Mandalore are a threat to the Republic. While we're here on Jebel, protect companions so we can get to Coruscant and inform the Jedi Order of the attack, which I'm also working on. And then I'm a better fighter with 2 lightsabers. I will try to acquire a second one. I'm working on all of these.
But have not yet done any of them.
Yes.
All good. All right, last but not least, we got Fang.
Yeah. I believe that the Order must follow the will of the Force, not bend it to their own will. So I will assist the other members of the Order and build a foundation of respect. Hopefully by the time we rescue them, I will actually have respect.
Yeah.
I must regain my honor. I must be able to control my natural gank aggression. I will attempt to fight while still under the effects of the calmative vials.
Yeah.
And my gut says to fight the Mandalorians, but it is forbidden. I will give our captive Mandalorians the fight they've been asking for.
So, in terms of that second belief, what are you thinking in terms of like, what effect that's going to have on you? Like, should we be rolling like a will test or something to, like, I don't know what we said that thing actually does.
I'm probably going to wing it. I think it's probably more a role play than an active inhibition, but I will adapt, improvise, and overcome. So. If all else, right. I can always like otherness myself a big guy. Although that's not really to do with the character.
Yeah. All right, cool. I think we should start with Eloin, just to get like a scene of what is actually happening on the ship and just get like a picture of like, and then we'll cut over to the 2 Jedi who are coming to save you, right? Like, so Eloin, you are on the Dawn Chaser, right? You're on your ship, still under repair. And I think we're cutting back in time because obviously Chad's character was also dragged on the ship, but we're cutting back in time right to when you are like held at gunpoint up the ramp onto the Dawn Chaser. And wasn't it that? It was Geralt also got taken captive because he was like fighting with you. Yeah. So he had like thrown aside his blaster because he didn't want to get you hurt, and so the 2 of you are let up into the ship, and I think. The guy who is pushing you up into the ship, our pirate sergeant guy that you were fighting last. I made a little character sheet for him. So here's this guy. This guy's name is Varko Sline.
Why is he handsome?
Because I was running out of time for the. I don't know. I let the AI art do what it wanted to do, and that's what came out.
There's no way he's looking at me. I'm like,
yeah. I'd like to think that he he's probably a little bit less handsome than is on that image. And mainly because of his demeanor, I think he has less of like a confident smirk and more of like a kind of furtive, like nervous way about him, right?
Okay.
So he
Let's say I brushed the photo.
yeah, there we go. That's his space profile, like dating profile picture that he like spreads around. But
The sultry feature.
Yeah. Yep. And but yeah, so he walks up with like the pirates that are his goons, and basically says, "All right, have them tear this thing apart. Find anything valuable." And he starts looking around, like you can see he's like appraising the ship, like this is not bad. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Evelyn?
it's too bad it can't even fly.
He frowns and looks at you. What do you mean?
Can't fly right now. Why do you think we're here?
I assume you were stationed here. The rest of these losers.
A Jedi on this piece of junk of a planet? Yeah, I don't
public
think so.
world. Listen, we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. How about you just tell me the valuables that are on this ship, and we'll be on our way.
I'm a Jedi. You really think I keep valuables here?
He frowns. Go ahead and give him an ugly truth test, right? To be like, listen,
Basically,
I'm a Jedi. Yeah,
I
I have no
basically,
earthly
like-
possessions.
I have no worldly possessions. Yeah.
Which is true about you. It's not true about your friends necessarily, but yeah.
You know that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think you could use ugly truth too.
What would my odd be?
I think it is a little bit more complicated of a truth, mainly because there are nuances that you're trying to shy away from.
Odd 4.
I'd say, yeah, let's go with Ob 4. That makes sense.
Okay. Oof. All right.
So it is an incomplete truth.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think I can work anything in, so we'll just go with that, and I'll get a difficult test, hopefully.
Mhm.
Right? If I'm rolling 5 dice against 4, that's a difficult test.
Yeah, it should be difficult, yeah.
So interstellar outpost wise won't help with this?
I don't
Just
think
gonna talk
I'm
about
not.
it.
No,
We have stretched
and I
the-
know that's a big stretch.
Try.
All right.
What is it?
a
2.
valiant attempt. No 6s.
You know what? I got like 10 fate though.
Oh, yeah, might as well.
I might as well, right? I'm certainly not gonna make this, but who knows?
Stranger things have happened in Bernie Wheel.
All right, you know,
You got close.
I got close.
Hey, you even got a 6. Like, that was actually really close. You were one
Oh,
number away from actually doing it.
You should have told me that, Caleb.
It's one.
No, it
Well, you still-
hurts.
You still get your difficult test. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm just trying to I think really what she's trying to do is she's trying to stall,
Right.
if anything, and maybe maybe that's what he's like. Just shut up.
Yeah. He's like, I don't want to. Yeah. I think he says as much. He says, just shut up, Jedi. All right. What are you finding back there, boys? And someone says, there's a lab of equipment in here. That Jedi's been holding out on you.
Well,
No earthly possessions, my butt.
And then I look over at
Ryu.
Ryu, and I'm just like,
Well, I don't think Ryu is on the ship yet. This is because
okay.
he was still fighting out there for a second before he's dragged in, right?
okay. Dang it, Ryu. shut up."
Yeah, exactly. And there's obviously other possessions. Geralt has stuff on here. Garm has stuff on here. So they're starting to scour the ship, and we see what did I call him? Varko. Yeah, Varko. He goes on to the little table. I'm imagining something similar to what was on the Millennium Falcon, where it's like a little booth with the table, and he sits on it and legs crossed up on top of the table, kind of leans back, starts fiddling with a pair of dice, and he says, "So, I'm trying to think of what he would say to you."
I thought he didn't want me to talk.
Yeah. I think he's just kind of directing the other pirates as they're scouring the ship for now, kind of nervously fiddling with these dice. And you know, I don't know what you're doing exactly. You're standing next to Geralt. There's a couple of goons with guns still pressed towards you. Are you doing anything besides just standing there?
That's a
like
good question. I know I've got a stowaway on this ship, or I know that what's his face is still on this ship, but clearly they haven't found him yet.
So I think you guys are in here right now, in number 3 on the Dawn Chaser.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to. I don't think there's anything I could do to like cause like a great distraction or anything. Where's my lightsaber?
Vargo probably has it. Right, like, because they took it from you. So I assume maybe, like, one of the goons who actually took it from you, like, comes and hands it to Varco, and he starts, like, looking at it. He's like, this is nice. Probably fetch a hefty price on the black market.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm asking because I don't know what the odds are for telekinesis if I wanted to, like,
Try and get
it back.
Yeah, so the trick with that, you could probably do it not too hard, not too difficult. It wouldn't be too difficult. It's just that they have guns pointed at your stomach right now, right? Like, they would just pull the trigger and kill you.
But what I'm saying is, though, like, if I try to, like, if like something distracts them, right? Could I have that window of opportunity potentially later, I guess?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I feel like right now, Elwyn is just like, I'm just gonna wait. Like, I don't know what else to do. Like,
Yep, that makes sense. That's basically what I was planning on describing, right? It's like you guys are kind of waiting for something.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't think I think she's not doing anything in particular. If anything, she's just kind of observing, just like looking around, just like waiting for a window. I don't know if there's anything for me to necessarily like use like the observation skill or not, but like just
yeah, I mean, we could maybe find a skill like to set up something like that. It would be like a link test of some sort. You could, if you had a wise that's relevant, or like observation might make sense. I think while Elwyn is kind of looking around, and maybe Geralt tries to talk to you at one point, and say like, "What do we do?" And then like he gets like elbowed by the pirates. He's like, "Shut up, no talking!" Right? And so you're like, it's not a whole lot you can really do right now. I think we hear in the background, Garm say, "No, get your hands off me!" And then he gets dragged in the same room. Right? He gets thrown in. He's like, "Found this scamp crawling around the engine room," and Varco looks over at you, Elwyn. He's like, "This one of yours?"
I don't necessarily claim him, but yes, I guess he would be.
Varco just nods. And yeah, I think Geralt gives Garm a look. And Elwyn is not entirely sure. Like, it's more than just like the normal, like Geralt being kind of annoyed by Garm. There was something maybe that happened between the two of them right before you guys, like the pirates showed up or something. Garm gives him a look and then like looks down, and then Garm starts like nervously fiddling with his own hands or whatever, like his clothes, whatever he can find. He seems very, very nervous, more nervous than he should be.
Than he should be. There are people putting guns at him.
Yeah. I mean, it could seem pretty normal, but he looks very nervous. And then it's probably at that point that Ryu is dragged on, and we'll say that for now at least he's like just kind of knocked unconscious, and thrown next to y'all. And I think Varco says, "My, we have a whole little nest of ducklings here, don't we?"
Yep.
Well, we're gonna sit tight while we scour the ship, and we'll see what we want to do with you after that. And yeah, if Elwyn doesn't have anything in particular, we can assume that she's observing. Do you want to just do observation, or do you have another idea?
I was just thinking observation. I think that's my only skill that would be relevant here.
Mm-hmm. Let me take a look at Les Pirates.
But I don't think they're being particular. Isn't observation just against like a stealthy roll? Like they're not.
It usually stealthy. Is. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Right.
That's what I'm like.
Let's have you make a perception test.
Okay.
Right. Just a straight up perception test to just keep an eye on things and maybe get an advantage.
Okay.
Just make it graduated. Just make it odd one, and we'll just see how high you get.
Sounds good. Ooh, okay, not bad.
It's not bad. You did get a 6 if you'd like to make it higher. There's probably
Sure,
a few pieces you could pick up.
I have a feeling I'm really not going to be rolling much this session, so might as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll just spend 1 on it.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning 0. Nice 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, an extra success.
Yeah, so Elwyn's certainly keeping an eye on things. If an opening does present itself, I'll give you an advantage die to act upon it. And if I think of anything in particular that you notice that could be relevant, I'll let you know.
Okay.
But I think even when Ryu does wake up, he'll probably just be like, I mean, there's not a whole lot he can do right now. So he'll just kind of sitting there with the rest of y'all. Cool. Let's go over to Jin and Fang now that we've got that set up.
A very narrow
passageway. It takes a long time. You guys are going pretty quick, but it is a long ladder.
Does Fang have a utility belt? Does he have one of those grappling hooks that Luke had in the first
You did. You asked this exact question last time. I listened to this today. And the answer is no. Or if he does, it's not like anything super fancy that would really help at all.
It would be like a rope and a thing that I could chuck with my hands, not a fancy version.
Exactly.
Okay, this is in the past. It must have not been invented yet.
Yeah. Or, I mean, he just has like a normal utility belt. So
well, similar to how Chad thought that I had a jetpack and I don't. I'm not actually a Mandalorian. I don't have the fancy gadget.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not too long before you guys, at least relatively, before you guys emerge from this industrial maintenance hatch to somewhere near what you think is a refining station. From your brief scan of like the map before this point, right? Where you're maybe guessing you are. And you see you guys emerge inside a dark and what seems to be like semi-flooded maintenance corridor, which is kind of strange because normally, this is a ice planet, right? Like any like standing liquid water is going to be like pretty frozen pretty quickly. And the water is cold, but it's not frozen, and you're not entirely sure what caused it. But yeah, you kind of like the maintenance hatch is like slightly above the water line, like where it comes out. So you like open this up and then get out, and then you step down into with like maybe like calf deep water in this partially flooded maintenance tunnel. Yeah, there's an. You think you know the obvious direction. I assume you keep moving in said direction.
Yeah, cool. Probably.
Yeah. Quietly wondering what the heck happened here.
Yep. And you start heading down the corridor, sloshing through the water. And you think you see an access door at the end of the hall that should open near the refining station down here. A lot of what's happening here is like melting and refining ice and other stuff like that for like drinking water for Terrace. And so it's possible that maybe something sprung a leak and maybe that's why there's water everywhere over here or something. But you see a door that you think will lead into more a less maintenance hallway part of the somewhere more what's the word I'm looking for? A larger area that you can have that connects to other places. So you start heading down there, and you can tell that the corridor is partially collapsed from the pirate attack. Some of the ceiling panels are hanging down precariously, and there comes a moment where you guys, it's kind of a long corridor. You're sloshing through the water. It kind of dips and ebbs as to how deep the water is in the tunnel, because the tunnel's kind of weirdly angled, and some of the floors like bent down because of all the craziness that's been happening. It's definitely slow going through the water. And at one point, Fang, you get a twinge in your head, impending danger. And you have just enough time to react. What does Sixth Sense actually allow you to do exactly? Does it just give you a roll?
It's just I'll check the actual
you get an instinct, but I'm curious if it has any other.
Because I always get a twinge in the head, but I don't actually know.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Like it's 5 points, so I assume it does something. But
here we go. Breaks all the rule for instincts. At any point where the player is about to send his character into a life-threatening situation, the GM is obligated to warn him. You've got a bad feeling about this. The precise nature of the danger is not revealed. Also, it is the player's responsibility to remind the GM that he has sixth sense if ever there is a dispute surrounding its use. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, life-threatening event or phenomena. I don't know if that's actually what's happening here, but I think it's fine. You get a sixth. I want to hit this instinct at some point, and I need to keep reminding myself of it. So, danger is about to happen. You get a sense, and we'll just say for the purposes of this time, it's less like you stop before you go further into the corridor, and you're like something's wrong, and more like you have a moment to act that you wouldn't have otherwise, because you can sense this thing about to happen in time. And you can tell that like something, like some environmental hazard is about to like appear and be dangerous.
I probably like duck to the wall and kind of brace myself and probably pull Jin with me. And then I might ignite my I won't ignite my lightsaber. I'll grab onto something just in case. And the other hand will be grabbing Jin instead of having the lightsaber out. Cool,
yeah. And unfortunately, that was basically the exact wrong thing to do, because given what this actually is, your reaction to danger is good, but the danger ends up being hot steam spraying out of the ceiling directly at an angle towards you. So you will, I mean, you're Jedi, you can still dodge out of the way of this, but like you're getting ready for a danger, and it turns out like the danger is just like you go against the wall, and that was the wall that the thing was going to like sprayed directly at you.
As long as I'm then blocking it for Jin, that's
yes. I think you're definitely helping Jin like not have to worry about this. But if you want to dodge out of the way of this thing, you'll have to roll to do it. Actually, you know what? We'll say for this is going to be like a thing you'll have to roll for no matter what. Let's say this. Let's say you did go to the right wall, right? It sprays in the opposite direction, and so you're underneath it, right? And so you hot steam sprays above you guys towards the other wall, right? So you were like on one side of the corridor, you went back, towards the other wall, and then the hot steam sprays out of the ceiling. And it's definitely something about like the refining station or whatever was here. Steam vent is blasting superheated vapor, and you can tell at that point like the vapor quickly coalesces into liquid and and sloshes down into, because of how cold it is in here, sloshes down into the kind of coalesces into the bottom of the corridor. But it is very, very hot when it's coming out of this steam vent, and you can tell all the way down the hallway. Like if you're going to go this way, and this is the way you need to go, you're going to have to like time it right and like use your Jedi instincts to like dodge these vents that are.
Could I use my jury rigging to like just like find the right valve or something to turn this off instead?
I think you can attempt it. It's going to be pretty hard because like your best access point is just like some part of this broken wall somewhere, but like it could be up high on the wall. It's definitely going to be hard to get to it, and I think that will be part of this like difficult jury rigging test.
Want to help? Is there any way I can fork in anything for this?
Yeah. Do you have anything technical? Any technical skills?
No.
Mechanical type skills? I think we found this out last time too.
Oh. I can just kill things.
Let me see what the forks are in the book for it. Circuitry, mechanics, scavenging. I don't think you have any of those.
Do we spot the valve and then just use telekinesis to turn it?
Do that.
Maybe. I mean, I think like if you succeed on this jury rigging test, it's going to be easy enough to do that. It's just finding the right thing, and like, it's a bunch of like haphazard improvisational mechanical knowledge stuff that's happening here. I think it's going to be an OB5 jury rigging test. Failure here means you'll just have to run, right? You'll have to just be fast and do your Jedi stuff instead of solving it with technical knowledge.
Cool. Because I can't actually achieve that, really.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the whole hallway is just like it's pretty busted up, and the places it's busted up are usually on the ceiling, and it's just not easy to access it. And yeah. But yeah, I think Jen has a whole lot to help with here. I'll take a look at your sheet, but
As much as I'd want to, I don't think she has very much technical knowledge. It's more.
Yeah, you're not in a temple, so yeah, not.
We're in a contested sector, maybe.
Yeah, but that doesn't really matter here, unfortunately.
Darn, I wish I could help you.
All right. Well, earn that test anyway, Fang. Hopefully it matters.
Well, I don't need it. Sorry.
You need routines. Okay, perfect. I mean, you could get a bunch of 6s.
Yeah, good.
Might as well.
I don't know that I have much in the way of things to add to this at all myself either.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just make a test. Why not?
Mm-hmm. You always have to account for luck.
Base obstacle 5. Yay!
Nope. All right, cool. Yeah, it's basically a quick look around, Fang, and you're like, I don't even see where wires are at all, right? Like, it's coming from somewhere, but like, whatever it is, like, you have no access to it.
There are panels.
Well,
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
By the looks of it, I could whack it with my lightsaber, but I don't know that it would do anything helpful.
Yeah, you could certainly stab the wall and try to do something, but it would basically be like a. Like, I think if you we're going to try something like that. Sorry, go ahead.
I could say if we kill the wall, then maybe it stops. But I think this means it's bleeding already.
Right. Yeah, I think if you did like try to like stab the wall to like deactivate whatever is going on, it would be like a die of fate at best. That's probably the only thing I can offer you, right? Yeah. Otherwise, it's just like Jedi speed, run through the corridor, like making sure you're timing it correctly and using your Jedi senses and stuff.
But there are bits of ceiling, correct, that are kind of look like they might fall. If this is the refinery room, then wouldn't at least one side of the panels might be steam resistant? Perhaps we could rip it off and use it as a shield.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah. The metal and stuff would probably be built to handle this. It is nearby the refining station and whatnot. There should be insulation somewhere here. Insulated panels. Sure. Yeah, you could. It would probably be like a telekinesis or a lightsaber or some physical test to like harvest it from the wall or something, right? But
probably lightsaber. I think you can just knock it down. It will just fall into the water, and then you can grab it, maybe, and then telekinesis to hold it and use it to get through.
Yeah, you know what? I think you can probably just do that for free. I think we just see Jen like lightsaber and just cut down a panel but I think actually the roll here is a much less difficult. You also rolled interrogation there, my friend, for jury rigging right. For some reason. I just realized that you actually have more dice, and you still didn't. Yep.
Same difference.
But I think there is maybe a test here, a less difficult jury rigging test to make a makeshift shield that you can actually hold well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do Ob 3 for this one.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make you do Ob. It probably would be Ob 4, altering a device to behave as a similar piece of tech. But I think that's maybe a little bit too difficult for what actually this would entail. Just trying to like attach a strap to it or something, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find a skill so I can make it actually routine.
Yeah. If you can't find any, I'm happy to lower it down to 2. I think either one of those is fine.
Yeah, it'd probably be something like yeah, I don't know that lightsaber welding is really gonna fly, but
yeah, I'll just make it up 2.
Or something. Yeah,
up 2 is fine.
And I'll actually roll jury rigging this time. Base obs 2 instead.
Yeah. Because really, I mean, all you're doing really is just adding a strap to it or something. So yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Yep. I think you're able to do that, and probably I assume Fang, you're the one holding this because you're doing your hero shtick, right? You're like,
probably.
Get behind me, right? Cool.
I prefer
Fang,
the energy fields, but this will just have to do.
yeah, exactly. So is your plan going to be? Are you still going to do fast, or are you going to like rely on your Jedi instinct, sixth sense thing, and just block it? What's your plan here?
Yeah, I mean, Fang tends to be more resistance than speed in general. So
just like slowly, carefully going down the hall, like listening for the right thing, and then like trying to block it.
Yeah, waiting for the little pops in the fire swamp kind of thing.
Nice, yeah. Cool. Let's have you roll a test for that. Maybe some sort of perception test or something to like notice.
Perception or is up. I'm fine with.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Whichever one you want.
Could he fork in force tremors, or could I fork force tremors in for him?
Yeah, I think so. If there's like a skill happening here, I think that's definitely what
I can do. Something like I can treat my perception as observation.
Right. That's kind of what I was thinking. Like they're not the ceiling isn't rolling against you per se, but I feel like that's kind of what's happening, right? It's just like to notice something that's like kind of quiet, right? Let's go ahead and just do let's do of 4. It's moderately difficult, but you're
and I'm getting one or two helps.
I think 1 from force tremors wise, yes, Olivia, because you have like force tremors wise of like 3, right, or 2.
Yep, I have force tremors wise of 3.
Okay.
Yeah, and I get some from my helmet, so
yeah,
okay. And then what was it?
4. Yeah, let's do up 4.
Okay.
Oh,
and you're wearing armor, so it's even if it does hit you and you fail this, you'll probably take most of it.
3 helps, and no Arthur. That's all 4.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, cool. Yeah. So we see Fang slowly go down the hallway, listening for the telltale hissing in the wall, and then suddenly you turn and this hot steam, and you manage to use that like insulated panel to slowly make your way down the corridor, and eventually the water level plummets, and you're on dry paneling again, and you make your way into the refining station itself, which is this is like a corridor near it that led to this maintenance hatch. And you get to the door, and I think you can probably see through. There's probably like a plexiglass style kind of window on this like maintenance door, and you can see beyond it. There's the refining station there, and the refining station. Let's see if I have any description of this. I feel like I do. Yeah, here we go. No actual description, just a note of what is a refining station, what the refining station does. But yeah, it's like some sort of lots of valves and gears and pumps and things. Water treatment plant sort of looking area, large room in the station here, and you do see 3 pirates who are siphoning off some refined materials from one of the plants, one of the treatment pumps or whatever it is, into some storage container that they're gonna bring onto their ship and sell somewhere. 2 other pirates are standing guard nearby, looking out for trouble. But yeah, it looks like there are pirates in the room. The room is largely undamaged beyond that. You maybe see signs of a couple of blaster shots maybe around the room, but no bodies or anything like that. It's just some pirates taking some resources, scavenging some stuff. What do you do? They have not noticed you yet, but you're still behind the door.
What do you think, Jin? Do you want to go the peaceful and diplomatic way, or the less peaceful and more well, whatever they call it. Aggressive, I think they always accuse me of being.
I think you're muted.
I'm trying to turn a new leaf. They're making it really hard.
They are pirates, though.
I love how like all of your friends are like, nah, just kill him.
Aggressive negotiation.
They really don't care.
I guess so, yeah. They're not exactly psychologists. It's probably not their forte.
Perhaps there's a way we can. We have a shield. It could be providing coverage. We're able to sneak by, but they don't notice us because we're not. Well, unless they're friends with.
Hide behind the potted plant.
Yeah.
Shield. We're just a panel on the wall.
There are cardboard box nearby.
Exactly.
Are we using inconspicuous?
I think that was a joke suggestion. I really don't think like if you're entering the door with holding this giant piece of paneling, I think they're going to spot you. You could drop it and like just try to like sneak into the shadows like right away and like roll off into the shadows or something right after the door. But that'd be like a stealthy test.
Well, we could
Are they all together?
throw the panel at them.
Push it at them?
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, there are three
I
of
find
them.
that panels are less lethal than lightsabers.
There are three of them that are about like directly ahead of the door at this like big pump, and then there are two off to the side, maybe to your like to the left of where the door enters, that are like looking at like some other door, bigger door deeper into the complex. I don't think people are expecting folks to come from this maintenance corridor.
Well, I guess we can catch them by surprise, and a forceful hit by a large panel would knock them out, but it wouldn't kill them. That might help with the reformed thing you're trying to do.
With whatever BS you have going on here, Fang. Just like, I don't care about it, but if you care.
The council that I only beat people to a pulp instead of killing.
Yeah.
We don't mean to kill. We only mean to maim or seriously injure.
Is that really the Jedi way? I don't know. I need to read up on mine.
Poor Fang.
Stuff it. Just open the door.
Poor Fang. You have all these beliefs about like being a good Jedi, and all of your friends are like, yeah, let's be bad Jedi.
Greetings, sirs, and I assume all sirs, but that might be sexist. My companion has offered the idea of horribly maiming you instead of killing you. Do you agree to this course of action?
You're opening the door and saying this, Fang?
Yeah.
Okay.
Smack them with the panel first, and then tell the other two that.
Okay, correction. We're attacking first. You can answer the question later.
Okay,
we're friends.
Wait, did this happen or did this not happen?
I don't know if it's happened yet. We have to roll, don't we? Don't we have to roll to see if we can like?
It'd be one thing if Fang is if Fang is like stepping out and saying something, then there's going to be other things that happen before you'd get to roll your telekinesis thing, like at least a steal test on their part, right? But if you're just opening the door and shooting the panel at them with telekinesis, then you can just roll that.
I mean, you're the one with the higher telekinesis, so you'd be the one spending the fate to do it. So I'll leave it up to you.
Yeah, panel first. Let's try and see if we can not kill them, but knock them out so that we can keep going.
I'd like to think that like Fang opens the door and says, "Greetings, sirs," and then Jin just yanks it out of your hand.
We represent Lewis and Company, wholesale ironmongers. Here's a sample.
Yeah, just flies across the room. Go ahead and go ahead and roll telekinesis. I'm gonna roll a speed test for them.
Oh no!
Just to see if they can like dodge it, but that's about.
What's my ob for this?
It'll be probably pretty low.
1.5.
Well, so I think we'll do the like special rule where it's like, you know, they're kind of doing the dodge, the void action, kind of like speed just counts as a skill for the purposes of this. It's like one of the few things in the game that does that.
That's true. Yeah, the avoid action.
Yep. So we'll just have it be an ob 3. I think we'll double check and see if there's any other like obs that telekinesis wants us to worry about. I think if it was moving, it would add something, but I don't think that's the case here. Yeah, just ob 3.
Okay, nothing I can fork in, huh?
Probably not.
I mean, what's your telekinesis? Is it 5?
I think it's 5. Yeah, it's 5.
Because, I mean, also, if I wanted a test for this, I could get you to help me. Because I do need a routine on telekinesis.
So ob 3 is you unfortunately this is a routine for you, so you're not gonna get a test for it.
So I could do it if you want, and then that way I can get a test for telekinesis and be slightly closer to 4.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah, I'll go for it because I'll fork in like meditation because we have had a moment behind the door that we could actually on this, and I can do force tremors wise.
Yeah, that makes sense because you're both pushing, but so it doesn't really matter who does the test. But it makes sense that since Fang can actually earn a test for this, that he would do it.
Okay.
Yep. I will spend my
We don't get to do the funny scene.
I'll spend a persona on this instead of a fate.
Okay. Yep.
So I get in 2 from you.
Yep.
And I'll fork in those 2 as well. So 2 from you, fork in 2, and then 1 Arthur, and then ob 3.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I mean, panel hits them, and I don't think we need to worry particularly about like what wound they got or anything like that. Like you're just slamming them, and they're all unconscious off to the side, right? There are the other 2 pirates, because you're not gonna be able to get all 5 of them in one hit. But there are other 2 pirates who are then like trying to struggle with their blasters and point them and fire at you. I assume they're probably gonna get a shot off before you can do anything else. You don't have another thing to throw at them.
Test.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll make a steel test to see how quickly they react, and then if they can shoot you. It's probably not going to go well for them.
We weren't expecting a random panel to come out of nowhere and hit them.
They certainly were not. I will give them a die for having friends. But that's it. They're going to fail this miserably. I didn't even know how miserably they fail it. Yeah, so they're gawking and fumbling with their blasters, having no idea what's going on, and you guys can do whatever you would have liked to them in the 7 beats that you get to act.
Well, we're trying not to kill.
I'm sorry, I don't have a second panel. I walk over, pick up the first panel.
Just slam it. So, to be fair, the 2 of them are like enough apart from each other that you're not going to be able to hit both of them in the hit, at least from the angle that you would be when you walk over and grab it again. You can just run past them though. Like they're fumbling.
That's true. We do have like 7.
Yeah, they're fumbling with their weapons the whole time. You can just like make a break for the door and.
I might just like slash their weapons on the way past.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We can't knock their heads together to knock them out.
They're far enough away from each other. They were looking at different parts of the room. But yeah, I think it makes sense that we see the 2 of you like blur across the room as Jedi do, and then we see flash of lightsabers. And as they've gotten their blasters up, it's just cut in half, and they're like, ah! Right.
Or like in the animes, how it just like you just see a flash and then you see it like slide.
He slides it. Yeah, exactly. And then the door is already closing behind you guys as you've run off to the other part of the chamber or the station. And the next place that you get to is a hallway leading to the hangar bay. And mostly I think it's at this point that you're getting. You go down the hallway a bit, and then you're about to turn a corner, and Fang, you get another twinge. And this is less. It's going to happen, and if we go around the corner, something bad is going to happen. We do. You do see, I think you see one body of a pirate at the corner at the junction here, and it looks like they were shot from down the hallway you're about to turn down, and like they're against the wall. Yeah, like some dead pirate is like blasted against the wall at the corner here, as if like if you turn the corner, you're gonna be shot with the same thing they were and slam into the wall, right? Like they are, right?
Yeah, I'll stop and pause and hold up the hand for Jen and say, and then call out around the corner. Knock, knock. Permission to enter.
You hear no response. And it's like not even like I won't even give you a perception. Like this is you succeeding your perception and knowing like there is not a human beyond like waiting to shoot you. You hear complete silence. There's no like shallow breathing or shuffle of movement. Very silent.
Well, there's something that shot something around the corner. I'm assuming maybe a turret of some kind. I don't feel like being another pirate on the floor. We could pick up the pirate's body and use it as a shield.
Neat shield.
Just fighting more and more things to use as shield. I love it. Jin just goes over to the body, telekinesis it down the hallway.
I could. Don't know how I feel about that.
Yep.
Oh, because we might be going against a turret. I was wondering if we could like reach out into the forest and see if we could sense any life forms.
You could do that. Fang is really good at perception stuff, and I think I'll just give it to him for free. That like he does not hear any living being beyond waiting in ambush.
Could be a droid. Could be turrets.
Yeah.
Gosh, we don't know. And there's only one way through this hallway. There's no other exits.
Yeah, it's like a corner that goes right to where you need to go.
Yeah, do we have any shields?
Only human ones.
Yeah, just the pirate.
Yeah, well, perhaps we could point his legs out first. So nothing vital.
Well, he's dead. It's just a dead guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a living pirate. I'm concerned that you were thinking about using a living pirate as a shield. Fang, we're worried about Fang going to the dark side. I think we need to be worried about Jin.
She's just trying to get to her friend. Okay.
Yeah. What do you think?
We could use the dead body, even though that's desecrating it. But we could use it just to see what would happen.
I'm a Jedi. I'm not religious.
Jedi, I'm not religious.
We could just shove it around the corner. We don't have to use the force.
Pretty sure that the force flows in and around all living things. Dead ones, I think, are free reign. Stuff it. I'm just going to pick up the body and go charging down the corridor.
You're just going to hoist it like a shield and go charging down the corridor. All right. I think so. What happens is, Fang, you charge forward, grab the body, and you do hear a, and there is like a turret at the end of the hallway that like pops up and turns and like starts like fiery like cannon fire or light cannon fire down the hallway. And yeah, like it's certainly going to help that you have a meat shield, but I am wondering what we should do for the role here. Like maybe just like power or something to hold on to the body while you're charging forward. As it's being slammed with blaster fire. That makes sense.
Yeah, make power, fort, something like that.
Yeah, let's do power. I think it's more about like your strength holding on to this thing. But hey, you got a trait for this, iron grip.
Yeah. Can I get assistance with something, or is it just that?
Yeah. How would Jin be helping? What do you think, Jin?
I was wondering how big the turret was. It's like, would I be able to do like basically a lightsaber strike raid and try and just like slice through it?
You certainly could. That would be a test to either like throw your lightsaber or to get close enough to it to stab it or whatever you wanted to do. Neither of those things I think help Josh's role here specifically.
Yeah.
It would be like a separate thing to be doing.
Or I could use telekinesis to keep the body in place.
Sure. Yeah. That makes sense.
What do I have
So
to roll?
You can take, I think you're just giving Josh 2 dice then. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I'll help hold the shield in place for you.
Sounds good. So 2 advantage dice. What's my ob?
Let's make a gunnery test real quick for this turret, and we'll just make the successes that it gets the ob here. All right, only 2 successes for turret.
Mm-hmm.
Such a dark shield that we're doing.
Nice. Yeah, so I think like as long as Jin stays behind you, you're able to like just take the brunt of this with the guy's body. And by the time you get down the end of the hallway, it's totally fried, right? And Jin, I assume at that point you want to like come out of behind Fang and like just slash it with your lightsaber.
Does it look like one that swivels, or is it?
Yeah, it does. It seems like if you kept going down the hallway, it would like swivel around and like fire at you from behind, right?
Yeah, in that case, probably have to whack it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jen. We'll have you. Yeah, let's have that ob 2 be the same ob there.
Point of thing. It did kill a pirate. Are we not sure this machine is on your side?
I think it's on whoever gets shot against. So it's not on whoever gets shot side.
Ask a question later.
You also had a pirate body in front of you.
I did also get nervous. I got a sixth sense saying that would shoot me around the corner. So.
I mean, that's fair, I guess.
The Force told him that I was going to shoot him.
Yeah, if we were in a court of law and we had, did you have evidence that would shoot you? Then yes, I would possibly be in cahoots for murder here. Because I didn't have proof it would try and shoot me. I did shoot first.
Again, this guy is dead. The pirate is very dead. You did not murder him. We would be having a very different conversation.
The poor innocent turret did nothing
yes,
wrong.
The poor innocent turret. Yep. Property damage maybe is what's going on here.
I don't know if I could fork anything in for this.
Yeah, I think you're maybe just like slashing it with your lightsaber. Ob 2, you should be able to make it.
Meditation, but
yeah, that's true. Yeah, meditation is always a fork for a lightsaber.
Always forking meditation. Okay, I will do one fork. Okay.
Ob 2.
Ob 2. Yay.
Nice. Yep. So we see Jin pop out behind from behind Fang and just cut this thing in half, and then y'all leave the smoking body of the pirate next to the turret and just keep running down the hallway.
Let's not speak of this.
Yeah, as you guys are running to each other, Jin is like, we're never speaking of this again. Very good. Very good. Let's see if we can find another thing for you guys to use as a shield.
Shield, yeah.
Yeah. So that is at the point where you guys do arrive at the hangar bay. And the hangar bay, it's a series of platforms and hangars and things. The Dawn Chaser is at the far end. I think you're inside a hangar bay, and then there are some platforms that then go outside into the atmosphere and or open air is what I was meant to say. And the Dawn Chaser is on one of those platforms. The space between you and the Dawn Chaser is filled with pirates loading cargo, prepping transports, keeping an eye on hostages. You see some mechanics tied up and restrained. You see lots of dead bodies everywhere. Pirates scavenging things, laughing and jeering as they do so. Lots more pirates than the room you're in before. What do you want to do? You could start a grand melee in here, but...
Is there anything explosive around?
I mean, it is a hangar bay. I certainly there would be some fuel or something around.
Jin's gonna want to help, but at the same time, it's like, would it be better to get to friends and then more help could happen?
Yeah, I mean, you could just make a break for it.
You could make a break for it, try to be inconspicuous, or we could look for explosives or large things hanging from the ceiling that just might fall on their own.
Or grab a spaceship and use it as a shield.
Or
hey, grab my spaceship and use it as a shield.
It would take a lot of force, and I mean, I guess we could steamroll people.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, the Dawn Chaser just grind through the whole hangar bay, crushing everyone.
I'm like, I think this is my opportunity.
If there's a way to get it so that we could pull it and it doesn't kill hostages, but it can kill a lot of pirates, I would do it.
Yeah, that is not going to be the case. There are lots of hostages around in the hangar bay.
Jen would not do that. Darn it.
What are you thinking, Fang?
Are there speeders nearby? Like little tiny speeders that we can use to like get to the ship quickly?
I think there's another part of the station that has speeders. I don't think this is... I'll double check my notes on the hangar.
They're probably not close enough.
No, yeah, the hangar bay has transport vessels and speeder bikes. Yeah, there would be a speeder.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, so I think most of the speeders would be... I don't know. Someone roll a die of fate for me. We'll see how closest, how where do you want these speeders to be?
I guess near enough for us to get to it so we can bypass everybody.
Right, just ride one of them. Yeah. Yeah. Roll a die of fate. There should be a space on your character sheet. Just click die of fate.
Where?
Somewhere in the... Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say usually die of fate is on 1. The random thing you want to be true is true. So no 1. So there are speeders, but they're not close enough that you just like hop on one and ride towards the Dawn Chaser.
Darn. We tried.
It's okay.
Yep.
I forgive you.
Can't kill hostages.
That's the big thing here is it is more complicated when there are people at risk here besides you.
Can we horrifically maim the hostage?
Now that crosses the line for Jen. Pirate
last time there was a difference.
Murder is...
They're still just people.
Pirate murder is okay. Hostage murder is not okay. Let's see. What else can we do? Can we be inconspicuous? Do you think there's a way that we could quickly sneak around and be unnoticed? I guess it's still making a break for it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just running, that'd be one thing.
Hang on.
Follow us.
So are we someone where we can like stay hidden for the moment?
Yes, I think we can say you're behind some crates, right? Looking at the hangar bay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're being...
yeah, Fang will like hook into his what's it called? His implant. Com. What was the name of the ship again? My brain is blanking right now.
The Dawn Chaser.
Dawn Chaser.
You're calling the Dawn Chaser with your comms.
Bang the Dawn Chaser. Come in, Dawn Chaser.
Yeah, we get a shot of inside the Dawn Chaser, and I think where what's his face? Where Varco is on that like table, it's obviously coming at the cockpit as well. The signal's coming through there, but I think there's also a little panel or something on this table that has his feet up on that like starts blinking. Right, it's like an incoming transmission that you could like take from here from this room if you wanted to. And he looks down at it, looks back at you, Elowen, and then just presses the button. And we hear you say again, right? Like,
bang the Dawn Chaser, come in, Dawn Chaser.
He looks to you, Elowen, the Varco does, and he says, answer it. Tell him everything's just fine.
Okay. So do I like go up to him then? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, so I like go and I kind of like lean over, like very coolly, and I'm like answering. I'm like, yes.
How's everything going?
Oh, just fine over here.
Well, there's one slight issue with that.
Yeah, what's that?
I have eyes. Yeah, they're this new thing.
I've never been a very good liar, have I?
Yeah, he just turned. Like as soon as he says "I have eyes," Varco just turns over and just turns off the transmission thing. Right? He's just like, no. And he's just like, that was a stupid idea. Just shut up, go over, stand in the corner.
Do I still have the guy? Like, did he like follow me behind like my back, or is he?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Dang. Because I'm like now closer to my lightsaber, and I'm like,
you are. Yeah, you could make a break for it, but there is a guy still there.
Tempted. I know.
So, like, are there any thermal detonators nearby? Did we see any on the meat shield man?
I don't think they had grenades on them. No, they basically just had blasters. There is fuel in there are things that could be flammable or explosive in the hangar. They're not conventional explosives.
Is there I want to use telekinesis to create a distraction to divert them so that we have a clear shot to the ship. And so I'm wondering if there's tubing that we could open, or just maybe open a door in another location, kind of like a blast door, because that's kind of loud.
Yeah, I like the idea of tubing, right? Like some vents or steam tubes or something like that you could pull out of the wall, and then they start spraying stuff everywhere, right? Sure. Jin, yeah, let's have you make a telekinesis.
Okay.
Test.
Always meditation. What's my ob?
Let's just do ob 3 for this.
Okay. Ob 3.
I'll help you out again.
Didn't even need it.
Didn't need it.
Yeah. I think you're just fine. That's easy enough to do, right? You pull that down, and at the very least, there is a distraction. You're going to get an advantage die to whatever you're doing next. So that happens. Real quick, Elwyn, did you want to try for the lightsaber, or because Geralt could also help you with a distraction yourself, right?
Right. Yeah, I don't know if I would have any kind of hand signal maybe to give him. Could I roll a stealthy check to do some kind of hand signal to him?
Did you have sleight of hand?
No, I think I just have stealthy.
Mm.
I don't think I do. Hold on.
You sure?
Yeah. No, I do not have sleight of hand.
Oh, darn.
I know.
I almost could have sworn you did.
I guess that would probably be more of an inconspicuous test.
Yeah, I think it's inconspicuous if it's not sleight of hand.
Right, because I'm not stealing something from someone.
I guess technically the guy Geralt does have jargon. Do you have jargon?
No, I do not have jargon.
All right, never mind. I have no idea.
Jargon.
I guess you could try speaking in a language that they don't understand, and maybe hope that Geralt knows it.
You do a linguistics test?
Yeah.
That could work, I guess, because I think what I was thinking she would say after he shuts it off and be like, sorry, I guess I've never been a very good liar.
Right.
And then just add on one extra
something in Huttese or whatever. Yeah.
Just something super subtle.
Yep. I kind of like that. Yeah, let's see. Basically, you would want it to be something that Geralt could pick up, but that they couldn't pick up.
Right.
Do you have an idea for what that is?
Like a language?
Yeah, or some in a general sense. You don't have to make up what language it is specifically, but is it a Terrace dialect maybe that Geralt Terrace underworld slang?
Well, right, because he grew up on Terrace, did he not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I guess that would make sense, right? Yeah.
Terrace slang could be spook language.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. From Mistborn. Go ahead and do an ob 2 linguistics test for me. Okay. And this is for you to know this slang.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. Ooh.
0.
Yikes!
You want to try for a long shot there
Terrible roll
with one of your 8 fate?
God, I don't know. That seems like kind of a long. That seems like a super long shot.
It's a 1 in 12 chance.
Yes, I know. I know what the chances are.
1 in 12 chances have happened all the time.
I know.
On these Bernie Will campaigns.
1 in 12 times.
I would say at least 1 in 12 times.
Yeah. I just don't think I'm gonna get that lucky this time.
Yep.
I don't know. I have a bad feeling about it.
Bad feeling about it. Yeah.
What could you say?
I don't know. I think it's just that I just don't know. Like, I think I'm just trying to think of something, and I'm just.
Yeah. Either you don't know the slang well enough to think, or you just can't think of something in time or whatever it is. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I mean, you could try something stealthy, but at that point, that's kind of on you. I don't think Geralt can really help you because he doesn't know what's happening.
Okay. Yeah. So I think it's just a matter of like, because I feel like Elwyn would be like, okay, he's here clearly.
Yep.
So he knows what we're doing. So I'm like, do I just wait until until they make enough ruckus, or do I just try to make more ruckus in here to distract them so then they haven't, it's like, who acts first here?
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide if Elwyn's going to be brave or not, or if she's going to be like calm and cool about it and be like, they'll
come for us. Yeah.
Make the distraction first. I don't know. Because I feel like she's not stupid. She's not trying to get herself killed here, but she's also like, this is a pretty bad situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like literally standing right over him now. So I just feel like I don't know if there's a way for me to like telekinesis and then because I'm assuming my hands are tied behind my back, yeah?
Yeah.
If I could like telekinesis the lightsaber into my hands, ignite it, and get the gun behind me with my restraint.
Right.
And then just be like, I'm close enough to you now. Like, don't try me. Mm-hmm. I don't know. But I don't know if I could do that all in like one thing without the guy just shooting me.
Yeah, there's several tests there that have to be successful. Right. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, that's part of the problem. Oof. That's all I can think of, though, and unless I just wait. Jen, should I just wait or should I do it?
You could just wait.
I know, but I feel like Elwyn might try to be brave here. I don't know. Ryu's there too. Could he help me? I don't know. He's unresponsive right now.
I don't know if he has any skills that would help, really. I mean, he could like obviously attack them and whatnot, but
right. Okay.
I am gonna make a test real quick.
Okay.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Oh, they found it.
No, they
found
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
crap.
And this probably is happening around the same time, right? So Elwyn, you say that. You say like I've never been a very good liar, and you start to back up and you're thinking about it, right? And it's at that point that you hear someone from like another pirate say, "Varko, we found something you're gonna want to see." And we see what's his face go pale, Garm go pale. And he says, "No, they couldn't have. I hit it. I." And then, Elwyn, you do anything? But Varko's
no.
Yeah, Varko's gonna like try to get up to like go check it out, but
yeah. Oh, this sucks. I'm gonna die.
No.
Do you have a persona point?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Well, you can't die.
Okay.
Well, that's not true. You can't die one time, and then the next time you die, you'll die.
Yeah. Okay, so
tell me what you're doing first.
I'm trying to think the order here. Because I think if he's getting up to leave,
mm-hmm.
can I like? Is there any world where I could telekinesis this thing off him sneakily?
Honestly, I could see like he gets up to push past you, and maybe you just try like no, it's just a sleight of hand. I think you could roll sleight of hand to just try to take it off of him as he pushes past you.
But I don't have my hands free.
No, yeah, that's true. I mean, again, you could do it. It would be difficult if you had the skill. That could be a thing.
That's why I'm asking if it's telekinesis. Could I just like force pull it so that way it's in front of me?
Yeah.
And they don't notice because I'm not technically moving.
And he's distracted, so he's moving.
Ellen, you have a 1 in telekinesis. Why are you attempting this?
Because it's small.
Okay, yeah. You could try it. So telekinesis, I think in this case,
telekinesis based on like how big
it is, but you're also like this is not a good situation to be attempting this in for many reasons. I would say, yeah, it's a tiny object, so ob 1. I'm gonna give it. We'll say an ob 2, given the movement involved here, and he's like the angles and stuff.
I mean, like he's walking, so it stays and he keeps going.
Yeah, but like he wouldn't like have it on his belt. Like he would have it in a pocket or something, right? It would be something that not easily accessible. There would at least be one more layer of like security. He would have provided it. Put it in a satchel or something.
Could I
yeah, you know what? This is gonna be an ob 3. I just don't think he would be stupid about this, right? He would secure it somewhere.
Yeah.
Why can't he be dumb?
He's cowardly. He's not dumb.
Well, then I shouldn't even be attempting this then.
You do have nope, you don't.
If I just pull it off him, is it an ob 1? Let's just put it that way.
If you
like not trying to be stealthy, if I just pull it from him.
Well, I didn't think there was like stealthy is a different test.
Well, because I assumed that the extra ob was coming from because I was trying to be.
I think it's because it's inside of a secured satchel instead of on his. Yeah, like he would not be dumb about. Like you're a Jedi. He knows he knows enough about Jedi to know. Like everyone knows that they can do stuff with the Force.
Yeah, but maybe he doesn't think I'm that stupid.
Well, I mean, like Jedi were kind of legends like 20 years after they got nearly annihilated. So does everybody really know about Jedis?
I think in this era, people know about Jedi. Oh. They didn't get all annihilated. They fought a war and everyone knew about it, and it was very, very prevalent everywhere.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, you can make a stealthy test because I think this is what happens. Like, you can make a stealthy test to not be seen doing this, and if you fail, you didn't get seen doing it, right?
Right. I see what you're saying.
That is a thing you could do.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I don't know what the ob would be though for stealthy in this case.
It would be their observation. Be Varco's. I think I gave him. I'll check. He does have observation. You just gotta pray he gets low on this.
But she has observation too. So isn't this roll going to be to her advantage because she was waiting for a good time?
You will get an advantage die on what you're about to do because of that roll that you made earlier. Yeah, here we go. He doesn't get any bonuses to this. So you're okay. Only an ob 1 on your stealthy.
Okay. Am I giving an advantage to this one or to my telekinesis roll? I guess that's the question.
Yeah, I think this is another linked test towards the telekinesis. The telekinesis is the big one, right? That makes sense.
Right. Okay. So no.
No bonus here. But that's good because then you can pile your link dice into in the one.
Okay. Oh man.
Oof. Tie goes to the defender, so you're gonna have to spend a fate if you wanna.
Right, but aren't I the defender?
No, you're being sneaky against him. Like you're the one who initiated this action.
Okay, well, I guess I'll use a fate. Man, that sucks.
That does suck.
The dice hate me today.
The dice hated Fang last time.
Gotta hope this turns it around right here.
I'm not hopeful. Nope.
Nope. Yikes.
Nope.
Okay, so you're gonna get a +1 ob now on your telekinesis.
Love that.
Yeah, and I think this is like Elwyn doesn't know that she's trying this all at once, so it's not like she's gonna stop attempting it.
Right.
So I think I think we will say I'll be nice to you and say we'll do ob 2 as the base and then bump it up to ob 3 with this penalty. That'll give you an actual fighting chance here with your advantage die. But
okay.
Do you have anything else you can fork into this?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't have like meditation or anything like that.
Yeah, all right. You just gotta hope for 6s.
Basically, yeah.
All right, you got one advantage, and
yeah, I'm rolling 2v3, so
ob 3. Yeah, great. You could spend your 1 persona.
No. Okay, 1 help. Okay, ob 3. Oh my god.
This is just being kicked while you're down. All right. So I imagine you would just be shot at this point. Especially because you failed the stealthy, right? Like it's just obvious what you're doing. So I do think that you will have to roll a speed test or something against this pirate who's going to shoot you in the back now.
Okay.
Right? So, it is up to you how you would attempt to not be shot in the back, but that's what's going to happen here. You just dodging?
Yep.
All right. Luckily for you, I don't think there's any bonuses this guy gets, so. Oh, 0 successes. All right. He shot the wall.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
you still need to succeed, but yeah.
Okay. Here we go. I have 6 dice and somehow no hope.
That's a great quote.
Okay, base ob 0.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so
wow. Yeah, so like it's a Greedo shoots Han moment. Like you manage to dodge out of the way just in time so the blaster bolts hits the wall, and things are gonna go berserk here in a second, right? You're gonna have to fight for your life because they're gonna just keep shooting you, and because they're like, nope, Jedi, shoot. But let's get the distraction outside causing chaos too, right? So Jin has pulled down this tubing, and this like gas is spurting out everywhere, and some pirates go to check it out, right? A bunch of them run over, and you hear someone say, "Someone take care of that thing! I need to," and they're arguing with each other. The one maybe like pair of pirates who was like walking towards you in a patrol like turns away and goes towards the thing, right? And then you guys are like, okay, we got an opening. There's like no one's looking at over here. What do you do? Make a break for it?
Can't think of anything else we could do. We can't really grab any shields at this point.
You could attempt to grab one of the transport vehicles or speeders that are in the hangar bay or crates. There are things you could throw around with telekinesis. But
I think that might slow us down. Like, I think we just need to be fast before they can realize that they missed some Jedi. They're not expecting us. I think we should just try and run for it. I don't. I wish.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I think this is going to be a speed test versus their steel, and whoever gets higher, like if they win their steel versus your speed, they are able to react to you before you get all the way over there.
I am slow. Is there any way I can boost my speed?
I don't know. We're just gonna. There you go. All right. Well, your ob is 2.
Do you have what's it called? What's your speed, and do you have
proprioception? She does.
Proprioception is one of my training skills, and my speed is 4.
Okay, we're the same. How much spare effect do you have?
What?
How many spare fate? 7.
Oh, I have 7. because I use
Okay, so you're probably better to do it than me then.
2 force things. Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
So the speed button, speed.
Yep, speed ob2.
Okay, 0 help. No.
Hey, there you go. Didn't even need it.
We
Y'all are
made
so speedy. And it's not that they don't see you, it's just that like you're fast enough and they can't react fast enough to do anything about it. Like there will be pirates that rush toward the Dawn Chaser, but you've made it to the Dawn Chaser right before they're able to mount a resistance against you. Or like shoot hostages or whatever, right? So, you know, the hostages are fine. You get up the ramp to the Dawn Chaser and what, you just like press the button, rush inside?
Yeah, probably. What's closer, the bridge or the med bay?
Good question. Let's take a look at the Dawn Chaser map. So, Elwyn is currently, and all of the NPC, all of your friends are in number 3 here. The boarding ramps, number 11 over here. So, 10, yeah, I think we made one of these rooms into the med bay, right? We like, you tricked out one of the forward crawl spaces to a med bay. So yeah, you'll get to that, the Mandalorians before you'll.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cool. I love it. Yeah, I think there would be, let me take a look at this map here. I'm wondering something. Yeah. Okay. So, y'all rush up into the cargo hold here, and there are some pirates poking around here that you'll have to deal with. Elwyn, what are you planning on doing now that the pirates are all pulling their guns and shooting at you?
You know,
true.
that's a wonderful question.
Like, are you making a break for it, or?
Probably, because I feel like Elwyn would probably be like, okay, let me just like concentrate their fire like on me, but I'm gonna like run and get out of here, kind of a thing.
So this would likely be you running up the stairs this way, so you can get to 2, which goes down to the lower deck.
Right.
So you are running towards pirates before you're able to get down. But
they expect that you would run toward them.
Probably not. Yeah.
I do have
Yeah, proprioception.
Yeah, I do have that.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think this would be speed tests for like reaction, like who gets to like who's faster with what they're doing. So I will go ahead and roll for Varco.
Okay.
All right, so your ob is 3.
You are faster than us.
Okay.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, you're good at speed. All right, yeah, so I think you're able to.
One thing I'm good at running away.
Yep, they're all shooting, right? They're all pulling their guns, and but Elwyn just like makes a break for it. We see her become a blur as a Jedi, right?
With your run.
Yeah, exactly. With your arms,
my hands behind my back, probably.
Yep. So. And we see you like stumble up the stairs, slam your shoulder into the access panel that opens the door, and then stumble into the cockpit here, into the bridge. And a couple other pirates like pull out some guns and try to shoot you. What are you doing? Are you just like gonna run towards the stairs?
I was thinking I probably know my ship decently well. I feel like there must be a hiding place.
Yeah.
They found the best car.
Yeah, but that guy's lousy.
Was he?
So, given what I'm seeing on the ship here, I'm not sure where that would be in a place that you would be able to access without them seeing you get in there, right? They're kind of crawling all over the ship at this point. Do you have a thought? Like we can make a test for this to be true. I'm just not sure where it would be.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Because I feel like, so let's see. So I went up here, right? And my goal is to get down here, yeah?
Yeah, you got If you go down those stairs that are labeled 2, you will end up on the stairs labeled 7, going down into the cargo hold.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay, I see.
There are a couple of pirates in here.
Because again, I feel like Elowin's goal was to cause a distraction so that way like they would like go towards her, right? I don't know if she's necessarily relying on her companions to like do anything at this point, but she's just like, I'm just trying to create as much chaos and distraction as I can until our more capable friends get here.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I do think Geralt would be trying something right now as Elowin is running away.
Yeah, well, what about? And I know Ryu is like I know that Chad can't. He would probably try something though. No.
Yeah, the issue is he doesn't have his lightsaber, and I don't think he's super great at telekinesis. So I really don't know if it's like I think this is going to be a Geralt thing, like whether or not he can. Yeah, he the telekinesis of 2. Yeah, I think even if Ryu was conscious at this point, this is can Geralt like overpower a dude and grab a blaster or something?
Was Geralt back here with everyone?
So yeah, he is in number 3 with everybody else.
Right. I guess my question is, as I ran past, would he have tried something to like go with me, or?
Yeah, I think the thing he's gonna try, whether or not he goes with you, is doing a brawling test to get a blaster from one of these guys, and do something with it. Though I guess if he's tied up, I'm trying to think of what makes the most sense here. Maybe he makes a escape artist test or something first to try to get out of his bonds. He has a good agility. His hand stuff. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have him make a test to try to wriggle out his bonds. There we go. I'm gonna say he has done this in the time that you were doing stuff, right? And I am going to have him make a brawling test now. Actually against one of the pirates to get a gun from the guy. They don't have brawling, so this is just being learned for them. We'll do being learned roll here to see what the ob is. Okay, so just an ob 1 for Geralt since it's being learned for them. Should be easy enough.
Don't say that.
There you go. So yes, Geralt has slipped out of his bonds, snagged, like disarmed one of the pirates, grabbed his blaster, and is running with you, right? Okay. Running behind you. So I would like to think that like Elowin like gets up the stairs, gets here, like is at gunpoint with 2 pirates who heard the commotion below, and then Geralt just like shoots at him right from behind you. So let's I'll have him roll real quick to see. We'll do a quick firefight here. Here's the pirates, and we'll have Geralt roll now.
Better marksmanship this time.
Ooh, Geralt's not good at this.
He's not?
Nope.
Isn't he a gunner?
Nope. His highest skill is mechanic.
Oh, well, yeah, he is.
He has brawling and intimidation at 3. But, yeah.
He's an odd duck. His whole shtick was he's a mechanic, and then he couldn't do any mechanicking on the stuff we needed him to mechanic.
He failed constantly.
Well, no, he just didn't have the skill because we decided it was this.
Oh, it was fabrication. Yeah.
Right.
So he didn't actually get to mechanic.
He has fabrication. It was the issue was he didn't have fabrication gear or whatever it was, because it's like a huge thing that you have to have. Let's see here. Yeah, man. He can't. Are you helping him here somehow?
Well, I mean, I'm basically going head first in.
Yeah, like, because as of right now, he cannot do this because he has 2 dice. He's just gonna get shot.
I feel like
Like the quick answer is like, do you have a skill that you can help him with here? If not, you'll have to make like a link test or something to help him.
I feel like the only skill I have that would work here is telekinesis.
Sure, yeah, you can just add a die for telekinesis. That makes sense.
Yeah.
We're definitely getting Aang Airbender in the Fire Nation ship scene here, right? Where you're like, like you're trying to telekinesis with your hands behind your back.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, he'll attempt it anyway.
Look.
You know what? He has, given that we established that NPCs get a fate and a persona to start with, he actually has 2 persona, so he'll spend one of those.
Yeah.
And good thing he did.
Okay.
I think he's the defender in this instance because they're shooting at you.
Right.
So I think, although I guess, yeah, this is just kind of an abstracted thing. We're not worrying too much about actual wound stuff right now. So I'll just say he succeeds, and he gets a difficult test too. So I think we'll say for now, like the point of this is that you're winning the firefight. You're going to be able to go down the stairs. So let's go down to Fang and Jin. So Fang, Jin, you rush up the ramp and you end up in the cargo hold here. And I think there are some pirates pulling some bars of Beskar out of a panel in the wall. So like last time you guys knew, the Beskar was in the little med bay experiment room in a crate that was originally it was all originally in. It looks like at least some of it was put in a panel in this wall, and the pirates are like fawning over it. What do you do?
Well, there is a panel that we could use.
Running gag,
guys,
running gag. I mean, it's fair enough.
Just smack them.
Yeah, I mean, Jin, you can very easily just pull the telekinesis it straight towards them, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Fang has tried so hard, and
got so far.
I think I'm gonna. He's just gonna lean into it.
I'm so fun.
I say it sharp words, but at this point, it's just gonna be whacking them over the head with.
Yeah. So is Fang the one rolling? Who's rolling this? I guess I can show you the app first.
Because I could definitely like roll the telekinesis to smack them with the panel.
I think it's going to be an Ob 2 telekinesis.
Okay.
So that's not going to be a test that you need. Fang, do you need an Ob 2?
Yeah, I'll take it. Take it on.
Okay, so Fang, go ahead and roll with the 2 dice from Olivia then.
Yep.
We're not-
Force tremors?
Sure, yeah.
We're not killing them. We're just
naming them.
just naming them.
Just a little bonk.
There is a difference we established this earlier. So 3 helps, including my fork.
Mm-hmm.
2 helps, 1 fork. No Arthur dice. Space obstacle 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nice.
We scrubbed the floor with them.
And that bumps me up to 4 telekinesis.
Nice. Yeah. So at the very least, you've like sent them sprawling and distracted them long enough. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go straight for the Mandalorians?
Yeah, I'll go straight for the Mandalorians. I'll probably gesture for you to deal with them more permanently. You seem fine with it.
How permanently?
That's up to her.
Yeah.
Are you
Jin, what do you do?
Oh.
I feel like Jin has been the one who's like been cold-bloodedly murdering anyone, if it at all. You're the soldier.
I know. Well, I don't kill innocent people, but pirates are pirates.
We see Mace Windu shows up and says, Jin is holding a lightsaber over the pirate and says, "They're too dangerous to be left alive." And then Ryu comes over and says, "It's not the Jedi way."
I mean, we can just cut their arms off.
Oh my god. Okay, so the first Star Wars Birdie Wheel game we did, the running joke the entire campaign was Jared, my friend Jared, who is playing like a Sith turned like neutral Jedi, constantly trying to argue that cutting off people's arms and legs was better than killing them, and that it was something that makes him a good guy. And I was like, what is wrong with you? He's like, no, this is less. No, he is wrong. It is worse.
Is it though?
It is worse to cut off everyone's arms and legs and keep them alive.
Tell that to Darth Vader.
Or Darth Maul.
Yes, it was worse.
Darth Maul is half the man he used to be, but he can still fight.
Are you gonna kill these guys, Jen?
I should probably want to kill him, but I mean, we need to incapacitate them somehow.
Yeah, so there's a moment in which they're like sprawled on the floor and dazed. What are you gonna do?
We do earthbending style. You remember how Toph, when she got into the airship and the finale, metal bent the people into the wall and stuck them there?
Sure, you could attempt a difficult telekinesis test to like conform the panel around them and keep them in place. Sure.
Beskar's so bad.
Yeah, let's do an Ob 4.
Oh, okay.
Test.
Maybe I'll actually have to use I'll have to use the fate roll for this. We'll use Force Tremors Wise, and then Josh, do I get one help from you?
I think Fang is heading towards the Mandalorians in the med bay.
I have no help. Okay. So
Yep.
one help from Force Tremors. Okay. And Ob 4.
Oh,
Oof.
no.
That was a bad roll. Yeah, so I think what this means is you do it for a while, but it's not going to last like you think it's going to, right? It's not. You think it looks a lot cooler and more sturdy than it actually is, and they're going to be able to get out of it at some point.
I still get to use because all Jedi skills like Force.
Yeah, that's true. You have to. You can spend that fate and reroll 1 failed dice. Yep. So use the little fate die next to the bubble there and do 3 ob and 1 remaining die.
Yep.
Stranger things have happened. Well, you got it 1 6. Hey, you got a 6. Just didn't keep rolling.
Hey, that's the same thing I got.
Yeah.
I only had 1, so
Yeah, so I mean, you think you did it, right? You're very impressed with yourself, but it's not actually working. They will eventually be able to pry themselves out of it.
Are there guns at least off of them?
Yeah, for now, yeah.
Okay, good. We bought some time.
Yep. Fang, you press your way into the med bay. The door slides open, and one of the Mandalorians, the one that was like, there's like one strapped to the med bed, whatever it's called, and one tied to, like, I think chained to a pipe or something in the corner of the room. And that guy who's chained, he just like pulls on his chain. He's like, "Get us out of here!"
I'm just thinking of how he'd say. Right now, there's a little bit of an issue. I know I promised I'd fight you mano a mano, but some extra manos turned up. But I'm still willing to offer you that fight that you want to have. I know you want to die gloriously in battle rather than sitting around in here. So how about I give you the chance? I'll even give you your stuff back, or at least a good blaster.
Yeah. So I think
they're fisticuffs. Let's do it with proper thing.
Yeah, they're obviously going to say yes, but I think there is a role here to get them to not shoot you at some point during this, like for them to actually be like, yes, we're on your side and we're going to like fight the pirates with you instead of just fighting you. I assume persuasion.
I'm offering you this because you're good warriors, and also I know you've got some honor to you. I've seen your kind before, but needless to say, if you turn on us, I will kill you.
Yeah, cool. I think that's a persuasion test at the base, but you can certainly fork in your intimidation.
Yeah. So also persuasion base. Get my thing out of the way. I'll use soothing platitudes and intimidation. I don't know I don't think oratory. I'm not really giving a speech, rousing speech or anything.
Mm-hmm. Let me look at their. Yeah, I think it's ob 4.
Ob 4, yeah.
They both have a will of 4.
Yep. So 2 from intimidation, 1 from soothing platitudes. Yep. So just 3, I think it is for the helps.
I agree.
For the folk, sorry. And then ob 4, you were saying.
Yeah. Nice.
Hey, nice.
Good roll. All right. Yeah. So, I think the what's his face, the field marshal, that's like not field marshal, the sergeant or whatever he is, who's been definitely more vocal and agitated and arrogant. He's just like, yeah, let me at him, Jedi, let me at him. And you're not entirely sure if he's like he your first inclination of him is like, uh-oh, like he might just try to fight me. And but at that point, the pilot who's on the bed, like props himself up a little bit with like one elbow, as much as he can with his restraints. And he says, Jedi, you get me out of here and I'll fight side by side with you until the end.
Do it. And I'll just and then slice through the bonds instead of bothering with untying it. Like these things are not going to restrain them anymore. And then I'm sure they've got some of their gear at least nearby, and I'll let them pick up at least the blaster and stuff, and they'll probably whack on something that's easy. But
and the sergeant is going to follow the pilot's lead because of his kind of gravitas that he's had throughout this your encounters with these guys. And they grab their stuff and come out blasting. And I'd like to think that at this point we do like a one big test bloody versus to see like which side just is like a big fight with the pirates in the ship, right? We're getting a montage of like this whole fight sequence because it'd take a really long time to do like a whole big extended thing, but we could do one roll and finish it out to see if you guys win. That makes sense.
Fate points in those if we need to.
Yes.
Okay.
Who is the best fighter? Who wants to make this roll?
I think that would be Jin with lightsabers now.
My lightsabers is 6.
That makes sense.
It's just whether you have many forks for it.
Oh yeah, because I can fork in, I don't know, meditation.
No. Wait, who has
with lightsaber? You can, yeah.
Now, who has the second lightsaber right now? Is that you?
The girl still has it, I think.
No,
Fang has it. Yeah.
Has it.
Don't you have like a thing about dual wielding?
It's still technically a learned skill, though.
Oh,
Well, don't you have two-fisted fighting training?
Yeah, I thought that's
she's got two-fisted fighting. You could make a persuasion test or something at this stage to say, give me the second one for a moment.
That's true.
Because of this.
Yeah, so we see Fang come out with the Mandalorians, and Jin, you've just pushed them up against the wall. Do you say this? You turn to Fang and be like, Fang, you hear fighting upstairs, right? And you're like, give me the other. What do you say?
Yeah, it's like, Fang, can I borrow that other lightsaber for just a moment?
Why? I gotta use this stupid instinct at some stage. The questioning motives all the time.
Yeah.
We got a little problem upstairs. It might help. I'll give it back, I promise.
Normally I would do a manhunter or something, but you can probably make your persuasion test instead.
Go and do that.
So that you've made some work on it.
What's my ob?
What's his will?
Oh,
Fang's will?
So 6. Sorry.
Ow.
Stubborn idiot.
I think we can give her. I think we can give you an advantage die because you're
everything we've been through.
He's inclined towards it. Well, you got to earn your persona here somehow, Jin.
Okay. Okay, so 0 health.
But it's purple. I like purple.
I don't know.
I'm good with 2 lightsabers.
Yeah. I'm a better fighter.
Yeah, so you can do your persuasion as the base. You can. I'll give you one advantage die because you're he's leaning towards it anyway. Let's see. Any other skills you want to argue for fork?
She did kind of say like, "Oh, I'll give it back. Like, don't worry."
Yeah, this is your soothing platitudes. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Soothing platitudes. So 2.
But yeah, I don't know if I see anything else.
I'll give you soldier wise. I do have a military life bar.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Yeah.
3. Okay.
Okay, that's
3.
better odds. 9v6.
You do have 3 persona. If you'd like to spend one.
Oh yeah,
here
yeah.
you can.
It's just an important one. So yeah.
So yes, click submit, and then you can add in 1% there.
My life force.
You have 3. Stop.
Ob 6. Or
You'll
9.
get it back if you succeed on this because you'll succeed on your goal.
Is it
Yep.
Ob 6 or Ob 9?
Ob 6, not
Okay.
Ob 9.
Oh no.
Oof, that was a bad roll. Well, you got 6 fate.
Ooh,
That's a long shot though.
that's really rough. Holy moly. Wow, you rolled 10 dice and only got 3 successes.
That's pretty bad.
That's rough.
Up to you.
Yeah, up to you if you want to use a fate or not.
Eventually, one of these long shots will pay off. It's just the question of whether or not it's today.
No. Gosh.
Guess I'll just have to kill things the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I mean, I could see like Fang basically just saying like I understand that you want like another lightsaber, but like we do need to like talk with the girl and make sure that like this is okay and like figure out what we need to do with it, and right?
Yeah, or just be like, no time right now. Let's just go.
Went to fetch it for the girl. You can ask her.
Yeah. Don't touch it. You don't touch another Jedi's lightsaber. It's just not done. Cool. All right. Y'all you're gonna jump into it then. So Jin, you're gonna do a lightsaber test.
Okay.
And then we can figure out all the forks you have here. I'm fine giving you command
Okay.
because you're going to be like telling everyone what to do. You're the person in charge of this battle sequence that we're about to have here.
Command
assumed-
and soldier wise because it's like
Yeah.
Fang, also the Mandalorians.
Yep. I assume that like Jin is taking charge, right? As the Jedi commander she is, right? Any other arguments?
I mean, meditation is always there.
Yep.
Oh.
I'll give you Fringer Wise. No, sorry. Fringer Wise is different from Space. Yeah, never mind.
Not really a force tremor
Take
because
2 helps from me.
sure.
Yes, and then you'll get help from other people too.
How
right?
many
so,
help? Oh,
so we'll get. I think you have 3 forks. And then yeah, we'll figure out help. So I think 2 from Fang is what he said with his lightsaber. Elwyn can give you 1 with her lightsaber or telekinesis. I don't think she has a lightsaber right now, but
I don't have my lightsaber, so telekinesis.
yeah, it'd be 1 die even
Yeah.
either way. But you can get another die from Geralt because he has a gun and is helping you out. But I don't think Garm or Ryu is going to be helping in this combat. So I think that's it. And so now what you'd be doing is you're not rolling this normally. You would be splitting. You would be looking at the full amount of dice you have, including your lightsaber skill and the forks and helps you just got, and then dividing those into 2 pools. One is attack and one is defense.
I should lead this.
Yeah.
Because I get armor dice to my pool.
Oh, yeah, true.
okay.
You wouldn't. So
Do you have enough forks to compensate for?
I believe so.
Okay.
Because I've got base 5 lightsaber.
I know that kind of makes sense if he's the one telling them.
That's true. He was the one who told the Mandalorians. Yeah, that's true.
Got them on his side. Right.
Yeah, and especially because you failed the persuasion. And I think like Fang in his mind is always like is like no, I'm in charge. Like I'll lead this.
Yeah. So I've got meditation as well. I'll do telekinesis as a fork since it's more abstract. Do I get force tremors wise for this? Or
I don't think so. Yeah.
That's all good. I'll do intimidation.
Yeah.
As a fork, which gets me 2 extra from that.
2, yeah.
And then you get help from all of us, including my lightsaber.
Yeah, you can give them 2 dice.
Yep.
Yeah, so 2 from you. How much do the Mandalorians give me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
assume probably 2, but I'll check what they have.
2 each or 2 singular?
I think 2 each. I'll check.
Hmm.
Let's see. Pilot has marksmanship of 5. Yep, so that's 2 there. And then the field sergeant has a marksmanship of 6.
Yeah, and then I get 5 for my armor.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think that's it.
And then 1 from me
So-
and 1 from Garel.
Yep.
as well.
5. 6. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so go ahead and set your pool up however you would like.
Yeah, let me just add them up.
I'm good to go on my end.
It's Fang, so he's probably more aggressive than he is defensive.
Poor Fang, poor Josh as a player. He's trying to make Fang be a pacifist, and everyone else in the game is like, "What are you? No, we're just gonna
What
kill
are you
things."
doing when you got pirates shooting at you? What else are you supposed to do?
Okay.
Dude,
Yep,
go ahead.
I'm good to go.
Nobody died unnecessarily.
So that's their attack and
This
defense.
is lightsaber, so I'll do exploding.
Yep.
Both. So defense pool first.
Okay.
96 greater than
It's just against that 1, so
4. Explode greater than 6. So my defense is, I think that's set up correctly. Yep.
There you
So
go.
5 for defense, and then I've got
no damage done.
13 on attack.
Gotta get more than 4. Yeah, there you go. All right, cool. I think that means you do a wound. How does the bloody versus work on this again?
Yeah, and I'm happy to use my call on if I need to make it better.
If you win, one side hits. Apply wound result as per the weapon rules. Okay, so you have 2 successes over their defense. So how would you like to do this?
But I'll quickly just what's it called? I will use my call on because it's towards the end of the session, and also that way I can target their heads and stuff for funsies. What is it? First 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. So 7 dice.
Cool.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure you just decimate them, right?
Steamroll.
How high can you get on this again? It's you obviously hit them in the head.
Well, yeah, because it's spend 2 successes to move it to the head, or 1 success to an extremity, and then my lightsaber add is 1, so I only really need an extra 2 to move it to heads. So
Cool. Yeah. I think we can just assume you kill all of them. I think that's easy enough.
And we just see Elwyn. What took you guys so long?
Yeah, we see epic montage battle sequence with Mandalorians fighting side by side, Yufang, and y'all just going to town on these people. And eventually at one point in there, y'all charge back down towards where the main guy is, the lieutenant is, and get Elwyn her lightsaber back, and she joins in the combat as a fool.
I
combatant.
snatched my lightsaber off that guy, and I'm
guy's
just like,
body,
I told you not to mess with me.
And then the guy stuck. The
Yeah.
guy
He had a
stuck to
face,
the
so
wall.
therefore he
come
definitely
off,
got hit.
killed him anyway.
Yep. So there's just and honestly, like you got such a high success there. I would imagine that like it's not even it's so precise too. The Dawn Chaser didn't get like beat up by in the inside. There's no lightsaber cuts on the inside of the Dawn Chaser. It's just perfect strokes from Fang and Jin, especially just mowing these people down and just they're all dead at your feet.
No
Perfect
blood.
lightsaber wound through the eye or whatever it is, right?
No blood, only chars.
Exactly. So the Dawn Chaser has been secured.
There's more of them outside if we want.
Yeah, there's
some.
more of him outside.
Yeah, I think the Mandalorian like fiddles with his gun or something, like recharging it or reloading it, and he says, "It's only a matter of time before they make their way up here."
Well, if you want to pot shots at them, I'll deflect all the blasters that fly back at you.
He nods. It's like, it's not much for sport. Scum pirates are, but I suppose it'll have to do.
Yeah, and Fang will definitely just hang out and do that for a while, everyone.
Yeah, so I mean, I imagine probably we end the session there and we see y'all like, okay, we're gonna rush out into the outpost now and like take on these guys. Because I assume you're gonna want to like secure the outpost for the Republic again. Is that the goal at this point? Or are you gonna
save the hostages? I mean,
you need to save the hostages. Yeah, well, you need to save the hostages, but you also need to get the Padawan back who has the supplies in the first place.
She's hiding somewhere.
She's hiding somewhere nearby, right? So you gotta. But I assume it makes sense. Like they're going to come attack the Dawn Chaser now that they saw a bunch of Jedi run in here. So,
but at least everybody inside who's a bad guy is dead.
Yes.
So so I think we about surprise attacks.
We have killed your leader. Swear your allegiance to us now,
or
die. That wasn't their leader, but yeah, it was a lieutenant.
Fine.
The people who were trapped by the poorly telekinesis things got shot somewhere in the middle of it.
Yes, they did.
You know what? Here's a way to make a dramatic cliffhanger. So we'll say that you said that to the Mandalorian Fang, right? And you guys are getting ready to like rush out and like attack these people. And Ryu is slowly coming to his senses, right? Like Elowen, you like went over and helped him to his feet, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, like
truth him out of his stupor."
Yeah. And that's when you get a comm on the Dawn Chaser, and I assume like Garrel like steps over and presses it, and he or like looks at it, and he says, "Elowen, we got a signal from the command post of the outpost."
Oh, I was wondering where she was.
Yeah. She's like, I think it must be the commander. Should we answer?
She's the one that caused all this problem, so I'm curious what she has to say for herself.
Yeah, Garrel nods and turns it on, and you hear a male voice say, "This is Captain Gideon Blackthorn. I have taken command of Jebel and this little mining outpost of yours. You will surrender at the first. You will surrender to my men and come out with weapons discarded, or we will kill all of our hostages. Choose now, Jedi." And then we see y'all look at each other. Uh-oh. And then right in tooth and claw. There you go. All right, cool. That's been our session. We'll go ahead and call it there. We'll do some Artha and get out of here. And y'all can figure out how to face the rest of the outpost next time.
More meat shield.
Just grab all the pirate bodies, maybe link them together, and oh boy.
We'll just telekinesis their bodies, be like, look, they're alive.
It's not us. It's them.
I had to think about that for a moment. All right. Let's hand out some Artha, shall we?
Maybe I should have like telekinesis the guy's body up there and been like, What's up, sir?
There wasn't a hologram. It was just an audio message.
Around here.
Sounds like Mickey Mouse.
We're good here. How are you?
Yes.
Ellen, let's go ahead and take a look at your beliefs and stuff.
Well, I definitely didn't make any friends today.
You didn't even try.
He gets humor points.
Yes, we'll get to that.
I don't think I was very humorous, but thank you.
In the beginning.
We must inform the Jedi Order of the attack. I'm really trying
Yeah.
to get there. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll give you a fate.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, or is that more just like I'll ensure the repairs on my ship?
I think both are relevant here. Yeah,
Okay.
you can take a fate for both of those.
Thanks. Okay.
I will. I want to give you a fate for always tell the truth or / the humor thing, right? Like the just the short little snippet of the comms chatter between you and Fang. It's just like so obvious in hindsight. It's like, yeah, this is how it would go. Like, but it just amused me. So you can take another fate for that. But I think that's probably it.
Yeah.
If you had succeeded on your stealthy and like gotten the lightsaber, I probably would have given you like right skill, right time, but no.
That's okay.
Yeah. All right, cool. Jin. You haven't worked on your Padawan belief, but you are protecting your companions. You can take a fate point there. And you did try to acquire a second lightsaber, so you can do another fate point there.
But I failed.
Yes, indeed. So no persona this time. Always keep others at a distance. Meat shields. I'm not going to give you a fate for that one, but it is funny to think about.
I love that. If someone is in danger, I will protect them even at my own expense. Because it's like, I was almost...
They're all dead.
They were dead already.
I am definitely going to give you a humor fate point, and Fang will get this as well. Just everything with the stupid shields that were coming up. Y'all played into it pretty funny, pretty hilariously. So fate point for humor. Honestly, I'll give you right skill, right time too. For you're Jedi, you always have telekinesis. You know, it's kind of a given. You have telekinesis. It was cool, but I don't think it was quite obscure enough for that one.
True, but it also wasn't at 1.
What do you mean?
As in, if it's a reward for character building, telekinesis may be a given, but having it not at 1,
that's true. That's true. At 6,
is a good
like
choice.
someone like me.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead and take another fate then, Jin. You being telekinesis master has indeed made it pretty fun to watch all the fun things you can do with that and solve problems.
We've been getting ourselves
Exactly. I think that's probably it. There wasn't a whole lot of like distinctive role playing necessarily. It was a lot of shenanigans mostly.
A lot of humor, dark humor.
Yep. All right, Fang. I don't know. I'll assist the other members of the Order and build a foundation of respect. Has Fang done that yet?
He did with
Were you
the
there?
Mandalorian.
Yeah, with the Jedi though is what this belief is about. I will. The Order must follow the will of the Force, and not bend it to their own will. I will assist the other members of the Order and build a foundation of respect. He's obviously been assisting the members of the Order, right? But this build a foundation of respect thing, I think we decided it was going to be like when all of you are like, yeah, Fang's the man, right? Like
he's already winning me over.
Say again.
He's already winning me over.
I think he's working on it.
Working on it.
That's like I think Ellen right now in this moment it's not like winning over the Mandalorians. Certainly will earn some cred with Ellen but probably just not in this second because she doesn't necessarily know if like they are, what their real intentions are, I guess. Like, I think
it makes sense that there's like maybe one more session to work on this to like finalize that.
Yeah.
I would say Jin would be impressed with his restraint, especially as we were making our way up because nobody died. Except for those who are already dead.
They just died more, extra dead.
No, I mean, and him being able to get them out of that bad situation, like I said, I think it's definitely being worked on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like there maybe needs to be like maybe one more step with Ryu, maybe two. It could just because he's like the one person that hasn't.
Yeah, the one who's slightly doubting my dark
who
side.
still has like stuff going on there. That's but it makes sense that like next session we can kind of finalize how y'all deal with the outpost and stuff. Can finalize in everybody's minds. Like, yeah, Fang's a guy to respect. But yeah, Fate there. Let's see. Attempt to fight while still under the effects of the calmative vials. Yeah, what are we feeling about that one? Like, I don't know if there was really a moment at any point where like there was like a thing to roll against specifically to attempt to fight while still under the effects. It was a role playing thing that happened, and you certainly got Fate for it. But there didn't seem to be a moment there where there was like a fight or a conflict there. It was just like Fang thought about it for a moment and then threw something at someone, right? Does that make sense? Just Fate?
Yeah, I think Fate's fun.
Yeah. And then you gave your captive Mandalorians the fight they've been asking for. And part of this whole thing is like, you obviously convinced them, but you also fought your way to them so you could do the speech in the first place. So yeah, definitely Persona there. I do really like the way that's been going because it'll be really fun to see what happens after you fight the pirates, whether or not the Mandalorians are like, okay, and now we're going to have to fight you, buddy. Or if there's something else that can happen there, that'll be interesting.
I would think that maybe they just run away.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it will depend, right? It'll depend on how much respect Fang can get from them, right? I assume Fang wants to try to, if not turn them, at least like do something else there to like figure out an accord with the Mandalorians, or at least a foot in the door somewhere there. But we'll see. Let's see. When is in danger, I take their place. Some of the frustrates my some of the short words. I don't know if anything came up this time that wasn't just helpful. And yeah,
apart from the always questioning ways of others, it's the only one that really caused anything.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give you a Fate for always question the motives of others. You like actively hindered a party member because of that instinct, right? And made a bigger deal out of it. All of your other traits are helpful, so I don't know if there's anything else really to do there. But yeah, take that humor Fate point for all the fun shenanigans today.
Yep.
I'm happy giving you embodiment for the Mandalorian thing. I thought that was a cool moment. Do we have any thoughts on right skill, right time, or mold breaker for Fang? Trying to think if there's like a specific skill. Like if jury rigging would have worked in that moment, that would have been great. But it didn't. I think mostly it was just like telekinesis and fighting.
Yeah.
Maybe the persuasion for the Mandalorians to fight on our side.
Yeah, I think he got embodiment for like the speech itself of like, here,
you
let's do this.
That, sorry.
No, you're good. But you typically for this is like right skill, right time is like having an obscure scaling character building that you focused on or bought when no one else would have to make the story go. And you have persuasion, to Jin. Like it's not as unique necessarily. I am wondering about mold breaker. Like there were definitely moments where like Fang was dealing with this should I be violent thing, but I don't know if there was ever really a moment where it became mold breaker worthy or you kind of just gave into it every time as has been happening. I am curious. It'll be fun to like actually get to the Jedi Council here.
I think there's potential for that potentially next season with like maybe trying to do diplomacy with this guy rather than just go barging in and.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, next session there's certainly, yeah.
We're in cowboy country right now. It's like that's why we're like
right, and it'll be fun. I like the idea of like you guys getting to the Jedi Council and you giving a report of what happened, and the Jedi Council going ballistic about like you did what, like what is wrong with you, and suddenly putting in perspective all of these things that have happened, like and how the Jedi Council of like this era is like totally against any of this stuff, and we can have some conflict there if we want to. That could be fun. Because it definitely seems like a thing that Fang as a character and Josh as a player cares about. And so it makes sense that we would get to it more substantially than like, well, should I be? Yeah, I guess I'll be violent. So, we'll try to get there.
Bad influence on Fang.
You are a bad influence on Fang.
Yeah, I don't think you could have picked worse Jedi, to be honest, because I'm kind of like the like sneaky Jedi that's just like, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do to get the job done. You're a soldier, and then, I don't know, Ryu is probably the best of us all.
Yes, he at least is trying very hard to
passionate one.
Yeah.
I've just spent a long time being alone after being a soldier for forever.
Yeah. All right, real quick, let's do some empathy tests here. Let's see. Anyone do any of these crazy ones? Sticking your neck out for someone who doesn't deserve it. Joining someone in a quest to right or wrong. Are you a broken relationship? You conflict.
You did stick your neck out to try and save Best Guy Man.
Oh, Garm?
Even though
not specifically him.
Not specifically, yeah.
I think it was more like Elowen was just like, okay, I can't just sit around and do nothing. I can't just wait around for them. I need to do something.
Well, here, I'll read off some of these, and you guys tell me if something jumps to mind. Let's see. Sticking out your neck out for someone who doesn't deserve it, joining someone in a quest to right a wrong, renewing a broken relationship, mediating a conflict between two parties without taking sides, embracing the consequences of your own failure with humility, acting in contradiction of an instinct in order to help someone in need, delivering a person from captivity. I guess that's true. I think you all in a way did that. Actually, no, I don't think it, like Josh doesn't have, Fang doesn't have empathy, so he maybe would have gotten this for the Mandalorians maybe, but like I feel like this is going to happen next time with the hostages more than it did this time. It was just like helping our Jedi friends escape themselves. Let's see. Taking the side of the underdog, tending another's wound, dissuading someone from enacting revenge, protecting someone from physical harm. Speaking against injustice, cruelty. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if the more I think about this session, like there wasn't really any empathy-worthy moments. It was mostly survival and escape from being a hostage. Yeah, I don't know if there was anything.
It's like putting the mask oxygen on first and then putting it on.
Yes. I honestly do think there will be lots of chances for not only like mold breaker and embodiment moments next time as you deal with like the consequences of a bunch of pirates who are trying to make demands of you and stuff, but also empathy stuff depending on how you act as Jedi. Real quick, is there any steal-worthy stuff that happened here? What did y'all steal at?
An 8.
My steal is pretty redonkadonk.
Wow.
Yeah, but I have a hesitation of 7, so that doesn't help me.
Oh, yeah, your will. You need to bump that up. Bump that will up.
And my steal is 9. I am unfazed.
Let's see. At 8 dice, you need 6 or higher. Yep, nothing for you there, Elowen.
Getting shot at?
No, it's too low. It's normal.
That's
Small
fine.
beans to you now.
I've gotten difficult tests for things.
Wow, you have a 9?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And only a hesitation of 4.
Like literally the level of stuff that needs to happen to you. This is like from the original Fantasy Burning Wheel stuff, but it says like encountering intelligent, sentient, non-humanoid, monstrous creatures, sustained artillery barrages, encountering the living dead, the presence of demons and angels, witnessing or suffering under sorcerous cataclysmic destruction, or being in the presence of the divine. Like that's the level of stuff that needs to happen to Jin to get any steel tests. Fang, what do you got? You probably have a high one too. Yeah, 8. Okay, yeah, I don't think anything happened to y'all to get you any extra steel tests.
We have seen some things.
Y'all are crazy. Yeah, you're crazy Jedi people, so it makes sense.
That's why we're in the fringe area. We're not on
Indeed.
Coruscant.
Yes, no one wants you there.
I just gotta make some will tests.
Oh, it's gonna
Alrighty, well there you go. I think that's Red in Tooth and Claw for tonight. Yeah, I'm glad we played. That was a lot of fun. And honestly, I think it worked out pretty well, even without Chad. Chad's one of the most non-combat characters, even though he does have a lightsaber of 6. But without a lightsaber, there wasn't much you could have done. So, yeah. All right, cool. We'll hopefully be back next month and finish up this little arc here. Thanks for playing, y'all. And as always, thank you for watching. Adios.